Welcome to another edition of Let's Play King's Quest I VGA Remake. As always, this is Kiji-kun. Sorry for the long break between the videos. First the computer decided it was going to die, then my air conditioning died, so there were fans running everywhere, which is not conducive to recording. And, well, then I went to Comic-Con, which is a good thing, but I'm sorry, viewers. San Diego Comic-Con was so much more important than you guys. Well, let's take a look where we are.
This is a serene mountain lake in the woods to the north. You can just see what looks like an old stone well.
That's interesting. Shall we go over there? I think we shall. And here we have a well.
You have encountered an old stone well in the middle of these woods.
You know, just in case you could not see it as well. Anything interesting about the tree?
Beautiful shade trees abound in this part of Daventry.
Oh, narrator. Well, let's see what we have here.
This weathered old bucket has served the kingdom for years and years. It still holds water as well as it did on the day it was made.
That's one hell of a bucket. Now, there is a well very similar to this in Larabo 1, the Collins Bequest.
The old bucket disappears into the darkness.
Laura comes across a well, and if it's a particular point in the game, she turns the crank. There's gasp! A body in the well. Now, there's no actual references that it's a well, just like in King's Quest 1. There are references in that game to King's Quest 3 and King's Quest 4, but if the well's supposed to tie into King's Quest 1, it's a very subtle Easter egg. Well, let's put a body in the bucket.
After you are in the old bucket, your weight causes it to slowly descend.
I would think it would cause it to quickly descend. But let's not quibble. So now we're in a bucket hanging across water of a depth that's unknown to us. Well, let's see. If I was in the bucket like this, I would probably climb back up. But Graham most likely would go, hey, I know, let's cut the rope. Cut the rope, thank you. And he's so surprised that he cut the rope and fell. Let's stab ourselves.
Be careful, Sir Graham. You might cut yourself.
The narrator lets me have no fun. Let's get the bucket.
You managed to take the bucket.
I'm not sure why we took the bucket. Well, I am sure why we took the bucket, but... And I'm sure most of you are sure.
Unfortunately, the walls of the well are too slick and slimy to be climbed.
Nonsense!
You leap out of the water and grab the rope.
That's one hell of a leap. And watch, you click back on the water. He still looks incredibly surprised that he's falling such a distance. Let's dive under the water. Could this be? Could this be what we were looking for?
You are too far away.
Oh, bloody hell, yes, you can see it. Let's swim down there. Is this what we've been looking for?
It looks like this chest has been buried.
Let's click.
This isn't the chest you're looking for.
Oh, damn. I was so sure that was the chest we were looking for. Well, let's get out of here before we drowned. Yes, player, viewer, you can drown, and unlike some games, you cannot take a deep breath before you jump in.
Well. What are you gonna do now?
See, we weren't quite fast enough. So hold on and let me get us back here. And here we are with 100% less dying. So, well, we have this bucket. Normally buckets should have water in it. Dear Liza.
You kneel down and fill the bucket with the cool water.
Yay, so we made it through there without drowning. So, let's save our game. You know, not that there's anything, dangerous in the next room. Let's just be the safe side. Except I lied and there's a gigantic dragon. This is the dragon. Starting the magic mirror. As you can see, look at his little face. Little smiley face. Well, let's just take the mirror.
You'll have to do something about that dragon first.
Nonsense. Let's pet it. Maybe we'll make friends with
Be
it.
careful. Dragons are very dangerous.
Oh, I'm sure this one's harmless. Let's talk to it.
Think again. When this dragon talks, things have a tendency to catch fire.
Lies. Vicious, vicious lies. Well, let's have a little... Let's wake up the dragon. We like the dragon when it's awake. Let's pet the dragon.
Careful.
Well, it's awake now. It should be fine to... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. And we're Ash.
By venturing too close to the dragon's flame, you made an ash out of yourself.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Game, you are too much. Now let's restore. Okay, we have two ways of dealing with the dragon. The dagger and the bucket. We're going to try the dagger way first. Let me turn that volume down. No, the volume is down. It just sounds really loud to me. Okay. Well, let's kill the dragon. That's what you do with dragons. You kill them. Well, come on, Graham. Don't take time to aim. It's gonna smoke you. Oh, poor dragon. I guess it was so
With
shocked.
unerring aim, the dagger spins through the air and pierces the soft, unprotected skin under the dragon's throat. The beast convulses for a moment, then crashes, lifeless, to the hard cavern floor.
Dramatic narrator is dramatic. Well, now that it's dead, let's look at it.
The dragon lies motionless on the rocky floor of the cavern.
Really? Now let's pet it.
The dragon is dead. He has ceased to be. Bereft of life, he rests in peace. Best to get on with your adventure and forget this sad creature.
Yes, that was my text messaging going through. Sorry about that. Interrupted the dramatic moment. Well, we have 22 points. The dragon is dead. Let's get the mirror and get the hell out of here.
You take the magic mirror. Congratulations!
So we have one object down in our quest. Only this is not the best way to defeat the dragon. There is another way. As you might have guessed, it involves the bucket of water. So let's go ahead and do this. He takes aim, splash.
Good shot! The water hits the dragon square in the face, dousing his fire.
Oh, poor dragon. I have no idea how that's supposed to work, really, because the dragon's mouth wasn't open, so unless it inhaled the water, maybe it's asthmatic. I don't know. Oh, you can hear it coughing, poor thing. It's just doing its job. Then again, this
Unable to defend itself with anything more than harmless clouds of steam, the dragon rolls aside the granite boulder and slinks off in shame, leaving the mirror behind.
Before the narrator interrupted me, I was going to say, this might be the dragon from King's Quest 3. Probably not, because I think that one had 3 heads. But this one has left. Part of the reason for the smoke screen was the fact in the original version of the game, they couldn't really animate the dragon moving like that. Plus, as you can see, this dragon in this particular remake is so big, it wouldn't have fit through the little cave. I'm sure they could have made it work, but it's also a little homage back to the original game, and the smoke effect is kind of cool. But as you see, we have 24 points instead of 22. Given this is a Sierra Online game, you are rewarded for picking the non-violent solution.
You take the magic mirror. Congratulations!
If there are multiple ways of solving a puzzle that you can see, and one of the ways is violent and one of the ways is non-violent, most of the time it's the non-violent way you want to pick. There are some exceptions. The dragon at the end of King's Quest 3, some other exceptions. But even in King's Quest 2, there is an option of killing a particular character, and I believe you get more points if you just avoid killing them altogether. I might be wrong about it because it's an evil character, but For the most part, Sierra's philosophy was do not kill. Well, before we sign off, let's click the mirror on ourselves.
As you gaze into the magic mirror, you see a reflection of yourself as king of this land of Daventry.
Graham is full of himself. And on that note, see you next time.